Nataba, member of Moldova's Victory political blog and first deputy chairman of the Shore Party. Thank you very much for joining us on the programme today. It's very good to see you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Radev's victory.
Hi, and thank you very much for the invitation. And of course, it's an interesting outcome in Bulgaria. We do understand that there is a high trend already with regards to the pragmatic vote. And this is the victory of Ruben Radev. We have heard what people are saying, and of course, a very high result, over 44%, is showing that people want to vote for their life standards, for the economic stability, for the Bulgarian interests, and not for the interests of NATO or European Union. So this is a very clear picture of the situation in Europe. And since Bulgaria became the member of NATO in 2004 and then of the European Union in 2007, and in the last 5 years has had 8 elections, we do understand that people don't want anymore these European Union slogans. They want concrete things. So this victory and this result shows us that the situation in the European Union is changing very much.
Yeah, let's talk more about how this is going to affect the European Union, because we know Mr. Radev, as you said, is known for his Ukraine skeptic position. He's also calling for dialogue with Russia. So what challenges might the EU potentially encounter when dealing with the new Bulgarian government?
Most probably the European Union will have a more pragmatic partner in Sofia, which will first of all think about the interests of Bulgarian people and consult these interests, and will have a bit another opinion with regards to the sanctions and with regards to the energy policy and foreign policy. So we know that consensus in the European Union is already fragile, and probably the new force in Bulgaria will show it even more.
You know, I'm sure you've seen the mainstream media all over the world really calling Radev pro-Russian. He's calling him Kremlin-friendly in the headlines. What are they trying to achieve by doing that? Because as far as I know, Radev hasn't made any extremely pro-Russian comments. All he's said is he wants to protect his country's national interests.
First of all, what European Union should understand is that the people were voting not for or against Russia or Europe, not for or against East or West. They were voting for themselves and for their families and for their persons. This is very important. We don't know that European Union, when they don't have some arguments, they are operating with propaganda and geopolitical nuances and geopolitical slogans. I would say that for Mr. Radev, it can be only an advertisement because for sure he will have the possibility to get better energy prices and to get better conditions for his citizens. But we do know that European Union is using it to somehow negatively influence the political actors that have another opinion and that are really fighting for their people, for the people of their countries. So for sure, every opinion of Mr. Radev, they will try somehow to manipulate with some labels and narratives.
So already he's being projected as a potential thorn in the side for the EU. And you know firsthand about the pressure the EU can exert on undesirable politicians. You were critical of the bloc and then you were sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. In Romania, a winning candidate was banned from running over his pro-Russian views. So my question is, if Brussels doesn't like Radev's politics, how likely is it to try and remove his government in some way?
I don't think that it can be really removal because Bulgaria is already the part of European Union with stable institutions. But we do know that the European Union has another arms and options, and probably it will be another scenario of pressure related to financial policy towards Bulgaria. Maybe some other options of pressure. Again, what I have said already, media narratives. So they will try somehow to put the pressure on a new government. But when the public support is really high, I don't think that it can work. And again, the result of the election already shows that people have decided their way and they're very sure in it. So I do feel and I think that they will support the new government, even though there will be a high pressure from the European Union. From another side, we do understand that all these let's say, help and support and, let's say, benefits from the European Union are already far away from the national interests because they cannot give anything to any country. And the Bulgarian example shows that over 30% of people live at or near the poverty line. So this is European Union, my friends, and this is what I want to transmit as well to Moldovan people, because this is not the way for any country anymore, and Bulgarian choice shows us a very good example and a very good story.
Thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Marina Tolba, member of Moldova's Victory Political Bloc and first Deputy Chairman of the Shore Party. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.